Hey YouTube, Gundam here. Welcome back to the final fight of the Wrath of the Machine raid, Aksis Part 2. Now, this fight has many similar mechanics as the previous fight, but with a few extra bells and whistles. I must stress that timing and communication are absolutely required here. We somehow managed to beat it with a teammate who had a dead mic, but hey, maybe I'm just that awesome. Anyway, let's just get into it. Aksis will shoot SIVA swarms all over the place. Do not jump into them, get out of them as fast as you can, they deal damage over time. You're going to want to stick to the same two-man teams that you had for the Part 1 fight. And just as in Part 1, captains will spawn with a cannon, and that cannon must be used to take out its respective servitor. After about 1 minute, the captains will spawn and 3 random people will become empowered and start glowing. You will want to call out who is empowered and make sure there is one empowered person on each side. Left, middle, and right. So for example, if you hear left empowered, right empowered, right empowered, someone on right has to switch with middle. For this situation, we established that cannon holders would switch while charge throwers were static. Once the servitor is down, a SIVA charge will drop from it and the other teammate will have to pick it up and throw it at Aksis. Once all 3 hit Aksis, this begins the damage phase. Keep your cannons as they deal the most damage to Aksis. You'll want to charge the blast for a moment until you hear that charge sound. This will deal the most damage. During the damage phase, Aksis will teleport randomly to one of 4 locations: left, right, front, or back, with front being closer to his original location and back being closer to your spawn location. We use front and back instead of middle since there are 2 middle locations. There is a way to tell where Aksis is going to teleport, and the heads up could really help you out. You will see a red spiral going in the direction he is going to teleport, and I will slow that down for you. Once Aksis teleports, there will be a red area on his back that the empowered person will have to slam. So if he teleports right, it's the right empowered's job to slam him. This will stun Aksis and then the team can start to DPS. He will teleport to a new location and 3 new empowered people will be chosen at random. Each time you stun him, the DPS phase will be slightly longer, with the 3rd stun being the longest. Once the 3rd phase is complete, he will teleport back to his original spot and gain his shield back, and now the entire team will have to go to one of the pillars in the back in order to avoid the SIVA critical density attack, similar to the Vosik fight. We decided to go from far left to far right so that everyone would know which pillar was next. Everyone must go to the same pillar. Once the attack is over, the pillar will fall and you have to jump back into the arena where the cycle will start again. Rinse and repeat from here. Continue this process until his health is fairly low and he will teleport back to his original location. This is your final chance. Hit Aksis with everything you have. Tethers, rockets, snipers. Just keep going till he's dead. And that's all there is to it. Wrath of the Machine raid complete. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe for more.
The Lord Guardian's return can mean only one thing. The Archon Prime is dead. Putting an end to the Archon Prime's ascension may have just saved the city, if not the entire system. Your bravery cannot be overstated. And your light, Guardian? Your light is beyond compare. Our fallen problem isn't going away anytime soon.
Silumar and I built this temple
Your
in
name?
the midst of endless war.
Done, done, done. All done. Non-secure channels locked down. Goodbye. Checking, checking, checking. All done, all done.
A time will come when I'll have nothing to teach you. I enjoy our time together, Guardian. Let's hope you come back in one piece.